Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1983 season is on the air. Today's date is June 15th, 1983, pretty much the day my daughter was born. We are at Milwaukee County Stadium for a very big American League East matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Orioles come into this game a record of 33-27. They have been hot of late. The Brewers come in here at 34-23. We got a pretty big log jam, right, at least now, in the American League East, where the Tigers, the Yankees, the Brewers, the Orioles, the Blue Jays are right now with winning records in the top 5 of that division. Remember, you got to be in the top 3 as well have a winning record in order to make the postseason. But that's what we got right now in the AL East. So this is a pretty good matchup tonight between the O's and the Brew Crew. So hopefully we will have a good matchup tonight. Kevin Thomas, Jeremy Brooks are first to join us here at County Stadium. The Orioles historically won this game. Pitching took the night off, apparently, 11-8. The Orioles had 14 hits and no errors. The Brewers had 15 hits and 3 errors. But Inside Pitch always seems to have a mind of its own. So you never know what may happen in a good game here. So we got a good one tonight. We are at County Stadium. This was a pitcher's park. Only 121 home runs hit there, -3 to strikeouts and -2 to walks. So if everybody is set and ready to go, let's get to some baseball tonight. Starting pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers is Rick Waits. He only had 2 starts in '83, and it looks like I'm going to do one of them. No wins, 3 losses, a 4.89 ERA for the Brew Crew that year. So he takes the mound tonight. And he can pitch to 26 batters as well as the Oriole pitcher. So let's get to the top of the first and let's play some baseball. Leading off for the Orioles, the center fielder, John Shelby. 258 average, 5 homers, 27 RBIs in '83. We're going to use blue, white, and yellow dice. Brewers are the home team. A good crowd here at County Stadium. Both teams with winning record. This is an important game right now, especially for board record. Remember, board record is the #1 tiebreaker. What will happen tonight as Gingerbeard joins us here at County Stadium? Let's see what the dice got to say. Waits, 6-5, error on a throw. Shelby, 2-5. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to center field. And Rick Manning is going to wind up getting to that, and that's going to be the first out. And now the right fielder, Dan Ford, 280 average, 9 homers, 55 RBIs. Michael Yoder and Dice Baseball Digest, Tony Porter, now join us here at County Stadium. Waits, 2-4, strikeout, no. Ford, a 1-4, and that's a line out right back to the pitcher. Waits gloves it before it hits him in the chest, but that's out number 2. And now the shortstop, Hall of Famer, the Iron Man himself, Cal Ripken, 318 average, 27 homers, 102 RBIs. That man just really never wanted to take a day off. Waits will go ahead and pitch. Waits, 3-6, strikeout, and that's going to be too high. Ripken, 5-1, he hits one hard to right field. That's a 5, and that's going to be a base hit for Ripken. He'll get a single off a lefty, and he will head to first. And now that'll bring up the first baseman, Hall of Famer, and a heck of a player, Eddie Murray, absolutely Hall of Fame. 306 average, 33 bombs, 111 RBIs in '83. Ripken had no steals, and he's going to stay at first. Waits, 1-3, strikeout, that will miss. Murray, 6-4, and against the lefty, it's a base hit past short. Ripken is not going to have the speed to hold it second, even with 2 outs. So Murray keeps it going. And the next batter will be the left fielder, Gary Renicky, 260 average, 19 homers, 64 RBIs. Runners at first and second. We're ready. The Orioles are threatening. Strategy, nothing on the 1. Ripken stays where he is. Waits, 5-2. Wild pitch? No, it's a blank. Renicky, 1-4, and he lifts one to right, but that's going to be an easy play for Marshall Edwards, and he will get there and retire the side. No runs, 2 hits for the O's, and we will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles tonight is Storm Davis. If I'm correct, Storm Davis actually was a pretty solid pitcher. 13 wins, 7 losses, a 3.59 ERA in 83. Davis gets the call tonight. I remember seeing him. I remember watching a number of games with Storm Davis on the mound. We go to the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Brewers, third baseman and absolutely Hall of Famer, Paul Molly Molitor. 270 average, 15 homers, 47 RBIs. I don't care what anybody says. Molitor was the best DH of all, maybe the best designated hitter of all time. I know what they say about Edgar Martinez. I take Molly because also Molitor was a heck of a fielder. Davis, 4-5. That's blank. Molly, 1-2. Ground out to third. That'll be handled there by Leo Hernandez. And he will toss it over to first. John Haverly joins us here at County Stadium. Next up is the center fielder, Rick Manning. 246 average, 4 homers, 43 RBIs. Davis, 2-1. Blank. Manning, 3-2. Ground out to short. Easy play for the Ripken. And he will toss it over for the second out. And now we'll see the shortstop. Hall of Famer? Absolutely. Robin Yount. 308 average, 17 homers, 80 RBIs. Yount was a heck of a player. Davis, 1-1. Pitcher result. 17 is going to be too high. Yount, 4-2. And he lifts one, a fly ball to left. Renicky will get to it and make the catch. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Davis. No score after 1. Top of the second. Leading off will be the Baltimore designated hitter, Benny Ayala. 221 average, 4 homers, 13 RBIs. He's DHing today. Waits, 3-1. Blank. Ayala, 2-2. Ground out to short. Easy play there for Yount. And Yount will throw it over, 1 down. And now the third baseman, Leo Hernandez. 246 average, 6 homers, 26 RBIs in that year. Doug Hunt joins us here at County Stadium. Waits, 4-3. Strikeout, no. Hernandez, 4-3. And it's a fly to center field. An easy play for Manning. And 2 away. And that will bring up the second baseman, Len Sakata. 254 average, 3 homers, 12 RBIs that year. Waits, 3-1. It's a blank. Sakata, 2-4, and it's a base hit. Sakata keeps the inning going with a single. He'll hit that past third. And now we'll see the catcher, Rick Dempsey. Not a Hall of Famer by any means. Maybe not one of the better hitters, but he was a heck of a catcher behind the plate. 231 average, 4 homers, 32 RBIs that year. Sakata had 8 stolen bases, and he's staying where he is. Waits, 6-1, blank. Dempsey, 1-5, ground out to short. Easy play for Yount. He's going to take his time, toss it over to first, and that will do it. No runs and a hit for the O's. And we go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Brewers will be the first baseman, Cecil Cooper. Not a Hall of Famer, but boy, this guy had power. 307 average, 30 homers, 126 RBIs. Did anybody have a little bit of a fear of dread when Cooper came up to the plate because you knew he could launch one anytime he wanted to? Davis, 5-2. It's a blank. Cooper, 1-6. Ground out to second. That'll be handled by Sakata, and he will throw it over to first. And that will bring up the catcher, Ted Simmons, Hall of Famer. 308 average, 13 homers, 108 RBIs. Davis will pitch. Davis, 3-6 against a switch left, strikeout, but too high. Simmons, 4-2. That's a ground out to second. Easy play for Jim. Easy play there for Sakata again. And he'll toss it over, out number 2. Here's the Milwaukee designated hitter, Roy Howell. 278 average, 4 homers, 25 RBIs. That's not bad for 70 games. Davis, 1-6. It's a blank. Howell, 5-3, and a ground out to second base. Len Sakata is going to make all 3 putouts, and he throws it over and retires aside, and the rest of the Orioles say, hey, come on, give us a turn. No score after 2. Top of the 3rd. And top of the order for the O's. Here's John Shelby. He's 0-for-1. Waits. 4-3. Strikeout. No, that will miss. Shelby. 4-2. And he flies out to center. Easy play for Manning. And that's the second time Shelby's flown out to him. 1 away. Next up is Ford. Ford is 0-for-1. Waits. 5-5. That's at the park. County Stadium. 1-4. And it's a grounder to shortstop. Easy play for Yount. And Yount will turn it over, 2 down. And now here's Cal. And he's got a single his first time up. Waits. 5-5. That's at the park. County Stadium. 2-5. And that's hit to left field, but an easy play for Mark Bruhard. He's going to get to that one and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the O's, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Speaking of Bruhard, Mark Bruhard leads off for the Brewers. He is in left field. 276 average, 7 homers, 23 RBIs for 56 games. I have no issue with that. Davis, 6-3, error on a throw. Bruhard, 6-4. That's going to be a base hit to right field. Right fielder Ford has an error rating of 2. That's a 17. He's not going to make a throwing error, and Bruhard will be safe at first. First hit of the game for the Brew Crew. And now the second baseman, Jim Gantner. Does anybody have a problem if I say Gantner was pretty much underrated? 282 average, 11 homers, 74 RBIs in 83. He could play, he could field, and he could hit too. Bruhard had no stolen bases, and he won't get any here. That is a 1. And he's going to, actually, he does get the steal sign, but he says, are you kidding? I'm staying right here. Davis, 5-4 against the lefty. Strikeout plus 10? No, that's going to miss. Gantner is an 8 minus 5. It becomes a 5. Makes him a 15. That's a 16. Gantner, 6-1. Flies out to center. Easy play for Shelby. And Shelby's got it. And that is the first out. And now the right fielder, Marshall Edwards. I should know something about this guy, but I don't. 297 average, though. 5 RBIs in 83 and 51 games played. Bruhard, and he'll stay put. Davis, 2-1, blank. Edwards, 3-2. Ground out to the pitcher. And let's see if they turn it, though. 1-1 and 1, because there's no 1-1-1, because not hit to there. Actually, I'm sorry. 1 minus 2, actually, because it's hit to the pitcher. So 1-0 and then -1. There's not going to be a double play. The question is where does it go? And it goes to second to get Bruhard. That's easy. There are 2 outs. It'll be a fielder's choice. There's not going to be a double play on that. and that will be a fielder's choice. Here's Molly. Molly is 0 for 1. Edwards had 5 steals. He's not going to get any here. Davis, 1-6, blank. Molitor, 3-6, and that is a fly ball to left field. And Renicky is going to get to that and retire the side. No runs and a hit. No score after 3. There were 19 runs combined in this game historically. I am not surprised we're getting a pitcher's duel after the first 3 innings. Not surprised at all. It's only when it's like the historical score is like a 1-0, 2-0, or 2-1. That's when pitching seems to take the day off. But when pitching took the day off historically, that's when we get a pitcher's duel. David Vega joins us here at County Stadium. Top of the 4th. And it will be Eddie Murray leading off for the Blackbirds. He got a base hit his first time up. Waits, 6-6, strikeout, no. Murray, 1-4, hits one hard to center field. That's a 13, but it's going to stay up there against the lefty. It'll stay up there easily there for Manning to get it, and that's going to be out number 1. Murray did not hit lefties as hard. So 1 down, and here's Renicky. Renicky is 0 for 1. Waits will go ahead and pitch. Waits, 6-2. Base hit right past the pitcher. And that's going to be a single for Renicky. He gets his first hit of the game. Here's Ayala. Ayala is 0 for 1. Renicky had 2 steals, and he's going to stay where he is. Waits, 2-4. Strikeout. Just missed. Ayala, 4-6. That's a grounder to second base. 4-5-6. Shortstop pivot, Yount. Shortstop pivot, Yount, -1, but it doesn't matter. A 1-5 is as high as you can go. And they will turn the double play and retire the side. 4-6-3 double play, no runs and a hit. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Combined ERA of these two pitchers is 8.3. And right now, no score going in the bottom of the 4th inning. Not surprised in a pitcher's duel. We usually get that when it's when the historical score was high scoring. Here's Rick Manning. He'll lead off for the Brew Crew, 0 for 1. Davis, 5-3, strikeout, and nope, that's going to miss. Manning, 2-6, and it's grounded to second base. That'll be handled by Sakata. And all Sakata seems to do is take away all the plays. And once again, the Orioles looking at him and said, come on, we want to play too. Here's Yount. Yount is 0 for 1. Davis, 5-4 against the righty. It's a blank. Yount, 3-5. That's a base hit to left field. Yount will get a single. That's his first hit. Here comes the dangerous Cooper. Cooper's 0 for 1. As I said, every time Cooper came up to the plate, they always kind of expected the ball to leave the park. Yount had 12 steals, and he not getting a steal sign. Cooper does get the hit and run, but Cooper says, are you kidding me? I'm hitting this ball out. Davis, 3-6 against the lefty. Strikeout, no. Cooper, 2-5, and that's a fly out to center. He does hit it out, but not out of the park. And that's going to be Shelby getting the play for out number 2. Here's Simmons. Simmons is 0 for 1. Yount, he will stay where he is. Davis, 4-5. That's a blank. Simmons, 3-6. That's a base hit past second base. Yount's got great speed. He'll make third easily with 2 outs. And now runners at the corners. A chance now for Howell. Howell is 0 for 1. Does have a little home run power. 2 outs, though. Runners at the corners. Brewers are threatening. Strategy. That's a 20. Davis fires to first. And no. Simmons will get back. Now Davis will pitch to Howell. Davis, 2-3. Possible error. Howell, 1-1. That's going to be a base hit to right field. Now, Yount will come in to score. Right fielder Ford is an error rating of 2. That's a 10. There's not going to be an error. So it's going to be a normal runner advancement. With 2 outs, base runner 3. A single to right field, -1 is a 2. He will hold it second. Simmons not really a fast runner, but it's the Brew Crew who get the first run. It's 1-0 Brewers. So RBI single by Howell. And now here's Brewhard. Brewhard got a single his first time up. Runners at first and second. Strategy. Nothing on the 4. Davis will pitch. Davis, 3-6 against the righty. It's blank. Brewhard, 4-2. And Brewhard will smack one into left field. That's going to go down the line, and that's going to be a double. Simmons will score. Roy Howell with 2 outs, base runner 3. A double to left, -3. Howell's going to hold it third. As the left fielder Renicky throws that right in, but the Brewers now have a 2-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! So Brewhard goes ahead and gets himself an RBI double. Still 2 outs. Here comes Gantner. Gantner 0 for 1. Brewers now have a 2-0 lead here in the 4th. Strategy. That's a 20. Davis fires to second to get Brewhard. And no, Brewhard will get back. Now Davis will pitch to Gantner. Davis, 1-4 against the lefty. Strikeout. And cold strike 3 on Gantner. He got him. Oh, boy, just got him. Gantner not happy with it. 8 - 3 is 5. That is a 5. He got him. And that will be the end. That will end the inning. First strikeout for Davis. He had 125 of them in 83. But that will do it. 2 runs, 4 hits for the Brewers. And they have a 2-0 lead after 4. Gantner thought that ball was low. The umpire says, no, you're actually pretty low. By the way, you're out. Go take a seat. David Vega says he's neutral tonight. Okay. Top of the 5th, rapidly moving ball game so far, early. Leading off for the Orioles will be Leo Hernandez, and he's 0 for 1. Waits, and 2-4, strikeout, and that will be high. Hernandez, always good for dropping dice at least once or twice. Hernandez, 2-5, that's popped out to third. That's going to be popped out to third. That'll be handled by Molly, and that's out number 1. Next up is Sakata. Sakata got a single his first time up. Waits, 6-5, error on a throw. Sakata, 6-2. Nope, that's going to be a pop fly ball to third again. And once again, Molitor is going to get it. And there won't be an error. That's out number 2. And here's Dempsey. Dempsey's 0 for 1. Waits will pitch. Waits, 4-2. It's a blank. Dempsey, 2-2. And a line drive right to second. That's gloved by Gantner. Pow. Inning over. 1, 2, 3, go the Orioles. And right now, Rick Waits is pitching a gem. Keeping this Oriole team quiet. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Marshall Edwards leads off for the Brewers. He's 0 for 1. Davis will pitch. 3-3, strikeout, no. Edwards, 1-3, hit hard to right field. That's a 17. But that's going to get going after that is Dan Ford. He is going to make the catch. It's going to be out number 1. Edwards gave that a ride. But a 17 is higher than the 14, and that's just going to be a fly out to right. A good play there. 1 down. Top of the order for Molly. Molly is 0 for 2. Davis, 6-5 at the park. County Stadium, 6-1. That's a single plus the left field, which means Molitor has to try for second. His base running rating is a 3. Left fielder Renicky a -1. And Molitor will make it to second. He turns it on a little bit. And Molitor is going to have a double instead. That's going to be a double for Paul Molitor. As left fielder Renicky maybe took his time a little bit. Big run on second base. Here's Manning. Manning is 0 for 2. Molitor on at second, and he will stay right there. Davis will pitch. Davis, 3-5. That's a walk plus 10, and that will walk Manning. That is the first walk given up by Davis. He only had 60 of them in 83. Here comes Yount. Yount is 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. Strategy, nothing on the 11. Davis will go ahead and pitch. Davis, 5-2. It's a blank. Yount, 3-3. And that's a fly out to center field. And Shelby's going to get to that for out number 2. Molitor, base runner 3, hit to center, -1. Shelby a 0. A 2, Molitor will take third. And he will, just deep enough. And Molitor goes to third base. So now 2 outs. And a wild pitch could bring in Molitor. Here comes Cooper. Cooper is 0 for 2. Runners at the corners, but 2 outs. Davis trying to get out of this one. Strategy. That's a 20. Davis fires to first, and no. Manning will get back. Davis is getting a chance at pickoffs, but they're getting back here. Davis will now pitch to Cooper. Davis, 6-5. That's at the park. County Stadium, 1-1, and that's a ground ball to second. That'll be handled by Sakata again, and he's going to throw to first to get the out, and the Orioles get out of it. No runs, 1 hit, and a walk. 2-0 Brew Crew after 5. In a game where the Orioles won 11-8. And we got a pitcher's duel here after 5 innings. Go figure. I'm not surprised. Inside pitch has a habit of flipping the script sometimes. And then sometimes inside pitch is right on the money. Just like a lot of all the other engines, too. Stratomatic, Fall Classic, APA. Sometimes they're always on the money. That's why I always post the line score to see how close we get. Sometimes we're right on it. And then sometimes we're not even in the park. Top of the 6. And it'll be John Shelby leading off. He's 0 for 2. Waits still has some in the tank. Waits, 2-5. Range play at the park. County Stadium, 2-3. It's grounded at the plate. It's going to be a range play for Simmons. He wasn't that great. His range is a 2. But he is going to get this one. Picks it up. Throws to first against Shelby. Out number 1. Nice play by Simmons. And that's the first out. I got 28 people watching here. Come on, people. Say hello. Here's Ford. Ford is 0 for 2. Waits will go ahead and pitch. Waits, 2-1, range play. Ford, 6-2, grounder right back to Waits. Waits has got to make a range play. His range is a 2. And he's got it. What a play by Waits. He'll pick it up. He'll toss it over to first. 2 away. Nice play by Waits. 2 down. And now here comes Cal. Cal is 1 for 2 with a single. Devil 9 GLA and Chuck Rawlings now join us here at County Stadium. Waits will go ahead and... You were too enthralled by my game to say something. Waits will pitch. Waits, 2-2, strikeout, no. Ripken, 2-6. He hits one into left field. That's a 9, and that's going to be a base hit. Ripken will get a single off a lefty. So he gets his second hit of the night. And now here comes the dangerous Murray. Murray is 1 for 2. You always kind of figure Murray's going to hit a bomb. every time he gets up there. Sean McNair joins us here at County Stadium. 2 men down, Ripken on at first, strategy, and nothing on the 16. Waits. A 1-1 hit by pitch. No, that will miss. Murray, 6-3, and he hits a fly ball to right field. And that's going to be handled there by Edwards. He will make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit. Rick Waits is keeping this Oriole lineup quiet. We go to the bottom of the 6th. You turned off WWE to watch your game? I don't know if I should be I don't know if I should be complimented or insulted. Ted Simmons leads off for the Brewers. He's 1 for 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Davis will pitch. Davis, 3-1. That's a blank. He's not tired yet. Simmons, 1-6. That's a ground out to third. Easy play there for Hernandez. And he'll toss it over for out number 1. Here's Howell. Howell got an RBI single his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Or complimentary insulted. That's good. I like that one there, Chuck. Davis, 3-6 against the lefty. Strikeout, no. Howell, 6-4, and it's a base hit to center field. Howell gets his second hit. So Howell has 2 singles tonight. And here's Brewhard. Brewhard has a single and a double. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Brewers have a 2-0 lead here in a game where the final score was 11-8. Howell is first base. He will stay right there. Davis, 5-4 against the righty. It's a blank. Brewhard, 4-2. And Brewhard hits one to the left, and that's going to be a double for him. Howell, base runner 2. A double to left. Howell is not fast enough. He'll hold it third. Another double for Brewhard. He is now 3 for 3. And now here's Gantner. Orioles calling the infield in. Gantner is 0 for 2. Davis trying to get out of this jam. He will be tired after Gantner. Strategy, nothing on the 6th. Davis will pitch. Davis, 5-6 against the lefty. Strikeout, no. Gantner, 5-3. And it's a ground ball to first. With the infield in, Howell has no chance to score. They will hold him, and Gantner will be forced out, and that's 2 away. Roy Howell's base running rating becomes a 0, so there's no way he can score. But now 2 down. Here's Edwards. Edwards is 0 for 2. Davis is now tired. They're going to let him pitch. This is 1983, not 2024. Davis is going to go ahead and pitch to Edwards. 2-0 Brewers. Strategy, nothing on the 1. Edwards looking in there. Fans here at County Stadium hoping Edwards comes through with a big hit. Davis, 6-6, strikeout 10, too high. Edwards, 6-5, and it's a ground ball to second base. Sakata's going to get another put out. They'll take care of it, toss it over to first, and that will end the inning. No runs, 2 hits for the Brewers, 2-0 after 6. Top of the 7th. Waits still has 4 more batters he can face before he gets tired. Gary Renicky will lead off for the Blackbirds. He's 1 for 2. Waits will stay out there. He'll pitch. Waits, 6-5. Error on a throw. Renicky, 2-6. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Manning will get to it and put it away. 1 out. Here's Ayala. He's 0 for 2. Waits will pitch. Waits, 5-4. Pitcher result, 3 is going to be a base hit for Ayala. That'll be a single past the pitcher. That's an automatic S1, 1 to 10, on no matter which side it was. And Ayala's safe at first. That's his first hit. And we'll now bring up Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 2. Ayala didn't have any steals. Strategy rolls are still active, and he's not going to get any here. Waits, 1-3, strikeout, no. Hernandez, 2-5, popped out to third base, and that's going to be Molitor getting to that. And he's got it for 2 down. And now here comes Sakata. Sakata is one for two. In all your 40 years, ever called the Blackbirds? Well, they are pretty much black. I know they got orange on there too, but they are pretty much mostly black around them. I mean, look here. Look here. You got black, you got orange around the bird. They're black. I call them the Blackbirds. Why not? Ayala on at first. You got the Redbirds with the Cardinals, and and you got the Blackbirds for the Orioles, and you got the Blue Jays, the Bluebirds. Whatever. But I'm glad you like that there, Ginger Beer. Strategy roll, and nothing happening. Waits. 5-2. Wild pitch. Yes, that'll send Ayala to second base. He throws that one away, and that's the first wild pitch thrown by Ayala. So they'll re-roll the strat, and again Ayala will stay at second. Now Waits will deal. Waits. 5-5. That's at the park. County Stadium, 6-5, and it's a ground ball to short. That'll be handled by Yount. He takes his time, throws to first, and that retires the side. What a job by Rick Waits tonight. No runs and a hit, and a wild pitch. And the Brewers holding on to a 2-0 lead in a game where there were 19 combined runs. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Tomorrow night, we will be, since Chuck Rawlings happens to be in the chat, I'm pretty sure he will not miss tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we're taking a trip back to the Mistake by the Lake, Cleveland Stadium, but they will be hosting the Detroit Tigers. Milt Wilcox will be going for the Tigers, and Rick Sutcliffe will be going for the Indians. The Indians are pretty much at the bottom of the American League East. They were not that good that year in '83. The Tigers right now are on top of the AL East, right in front of the Yankees. So a big matchup tomorrow night. The Tigers and the Indians, Wilcox and Sutcliffe. I'm pretty sure Chuck Rawlings will not want to miss a Tigers game. We go to the bottom of the 7th here. Brewers lead 2-0. Molitor leading off. Davis is tired. That's going to be it for Davis. He's coming out. And he pitched pretty well. But we'll see a new pitcher for the Orioles. And they're going to go with, let's see. Coming on to pitch for the Orioles is going to be Sammy Stewart. 9 wins, 4 losses, 7 saves, a 3.62 ERA. Stewart will be the second Oriole pitcher, and he can pitch to 11. And Davis leaves with the L. So Sammy Stewart will now pitch for B-More, and he'll go up against Molitor here. Molitor is 1 for 3. He had a double his last time up. Stewart, 4-2, strikeout, no. Molitor, 5-5. That ball is hit to center field. That's a 20, and that's going to die out there. Easy center field play for Shelby. He'll easily run it down for out number 1. That's a 20, and against the righty, Mahler only goes as high as 10. 1 out. Here comes Manning. Manning is 0 for 2 with a walk. You think the Tribe will make plenty of mistakes tomorrow night? I'm pretty sure Mr. Rawlings will be there at the Mistake by the Lake. Stewart, 6-6, blank. Manning, 1-2. Fly ball center field. That'll be handled by Shelby again. And he gets to it for out number 2. And now here's Yount. Yount is 1 for 3. Stewart will go ahead and pitch. Stewart, 1-1, strikeout, too high. Yount, 6-6, and that's a fly ball to right field. That'll be handled by Ford. And a nice job there by Stewart as 1, 2, 3 go the Brew Crew. 2-0 after 7. We go to the top of the 8th. Rick Waits is tired. Leading off for the Orioles is Rick Dempsey. And Rick Waits has pitched beautifully. He's pitching a shutout. He's pitching a shutout. I'm just wondering if I want to keep him out there. He is tired, though. I'm going to let Waits pitch, but if he gets in trouble, we'll see a pinch. We'll see a new guy. So Rick Waits is going to pitch to Dempsey. Dempsey is 0 for 2. Waits will go ahead and pitch. Waits, 4-5. And that's going to be, okay, now that's a walk chance instead of a strikeout against the lefty. Dempsey's a 12. That's an 18. Now we switch to home run. Against the lefty, Dempsey's a 5. At 18, I'm gonna keep that. We're gonna see now. So now he does not walk. Does Dempsey hit a home run? No, he does not. That's gonna get Waits out of the game. 3-2. That's gonna be a grounder to second base. That'll be handled by Gantner. Gantner gets it to first for out number 1. I was gonna go ahead and decide to keep the same die roll, but I don't think I will. I'll re-roll. But that's going to be it for Waits. As he hits a fatigue result, he is done. What a job for Waits. He's going to leave with the W. But now they'll turn it over to the bullpen. Shelby will now come out. He is bad. He's 0 for 3. And they are going to go with, I'll tell you right now, the Brewer bullpen is not that great. Coming on to pitch for the Brewers is going to be Tom Tellman. 9 wins, 4 losses, 8 saves, a 2.80 ERA. He's actually the best pitcher they got in the bullpen. And they may try to see if he can get him a 5-out save. So Tom Tellman will come on to pitch for the Brewers. Shelby will bat. He is 0 for 3. What a job by Rick Waits. Let's hope the Brewer bullpen can keep it where it is. Tellman, 6-5 against the switch left. That's a walk plus 10, and that's going to walk Shelby just like that. So we walk Shelby, and now the batter is Ford. Ford is 0 for 3. 1 out. Strategy rolls are still on. Shelby at 15 steals, and he's not getting any here. Ford kind of gets the hit and run, but he's going to swing away. Tellman will pitch. Tellman, 3-5, error on a grounder. Ford, 2-5. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit the out. His error rating is a 7. That's a 10. He will not make an error. 2, 2, 3. Second base, pivot Gantner, +1 is a 4. No. They won't get the double play. Ford will make it to first on the fielder's choice. Shelby is out. And now Ripken. Ripken, very powerful. He can hit home runs. He's 2 for 3. He had 27 of them in 83. Would have been great if Tellman had gotten a double play, but right now he's got to get one more out. Ford on it first. Strategy. Nothing on the 2. No, Ford actually gets the steal sign. I think he's going. 16 plus 1 is 17. And Simmons plus 1 is an 18. He got a 90% chance to steal. Ford is on his way to second base. A 1 to 18, he is safe. And he is. Maybe took a little bit of a chance with 2 outs, but they're going to let Ford steal the base, and that will be his first steal of the game. Now they'll re-roll the strat. Nothing happening this time. Tellman will pitch to Ripken. Tellman, 5-6, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. Side retired. That is a big K. No runs, no hits, and a walk. 48, Tom Tellman at 48 strikeouts in 83, and he gets a big one there. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Stewart will stay on the mound. And leading off for the Brew Crew will be Cecil Cooper. Cooper is 0 for 3. Stewart will pitch. Stewart, 1-1, strikeout, too high. Cooper, 1-5, base hit to right field, and the big insurance run is on first. Cooper gets his first hit of the game. There were 19 runs and 29 hits combined in this game. We have 2 runs, and let's see here, 8, 10, and 14 hits combined. Wow, what a difference. Cooper on at first. Here's Simmons. Simmons can hit a bomb. Strategy rolls are still on. That's a 1, but Cooper not getting a steal. Simmons gets the hit and run, but he's going to swing. He's got home run power. Cooper will go ahead and stay put. Stewart will pitch. Stewart, 3-5, strikeout, no. Simmons, 6-3, and it's a fly ball to right. Dan Ford will get to that for out number 1. Here's Howell. Howell is having a good night tonight, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Cooper, he stays where he is. Stewart, he will go ahead and pitch. Stewart, 1-3, strikeout 3, cold strike 3 on Howell. Got him. Howell probably should have swung at that one. 95 strikeouts for Stewart in 83, but he'll get one there, and that's 2 down. And here's Brewhard. Brewhard has a great night, 3 for 3, 2 doubles and a single. The fans here at County Stadium would like Brewhard to see if he can get Cooper over to get him home. Cooper will stay at first. Stewart will pitch. Stewart, 2-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Brewhard, 2-1. And that's going to be a ground ball to short, handled there by Ripken. He'll take his time, toss it to second to get Cooper, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Brewers. 2-0 Brewers after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? We definitely saw some 9th inning magic last night in the game between the Expos and my Mets. Now we'll see if we see any 9th inning magic here for the Orioles and the top of the 9th, with the Brewers holding on to a 2-0 lead. And leading off for the Blackbirds is Eddie Murray. He's 1 for 3. Tellman's going to stay on the mound. He is their best pitcher in terms of ERA in the bullpen. Tellman's going to try to get the save. Murray on there, fans at County Stadium, hoping Tellman can go ahead and get it done. Tellman, 4-6 against the switch left. It's a blank. Murray, 4-4, and it's a base hit past first, and the tying run coming to the plate. What, did you expect a 1-2-3 9th inning on RGL Network? I don't think so. That'll bring up Renicky. Renicky 1 for 3. Murray on at first, but strategy rolls are off, so right now it's pitcher versus batter. Tellman looking in on Renicky, and Renicky, we're gonna check the bench, and Renicky is what? He is in left. And we are going to make a change. Renicky is going to come out of the game, and coming on to pinch hit for the Orioles is going to be Al Bunbury. He'll take over in left field if this game goes any further. So Al Bunbury will pinch hit against Tellman, a 275 average. He had 3 home runs, 31 RBIs in 83. So Bunbury will take over for Renicky in left if this game goes any further. Nobody out, top of the ninth, 2-0. Murray on at first. Tellman will pitch. Tellman, 2-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Bunbury, a 6-4, and it's a ground ball to second. Now 0-0-1. Shortstop pivot, Yount -1. No chance of a double play. That's a 6. The throw will go to first, and Murray makes it to second, but there is one out. So Bunbury will get over there in the set and that position, but that goes as a grounder to second base. They won't get it. And now the batter is Ayala, and we're going to see a pinch hitter for him as well. Benny Ayala is the DH, but not anymore. Coming on to pitch hit for the Orioles is going to be Ken Singleton. He'll take over at designated hitter. 276 average, 18 homers, 84 RBIs in 83. So now here's Singleton as the Orioles trying to make some moves here to try to tie this game or take the lead. So definitely timeout for a substitution, as I'm going to change the thing here. So Singleton now will take over at DH. Murray on at second. Tellman will pitch. Tellman, 3-4, strikeout, no. Singleton, 6-4, base hit right past third. And Murray will hold. He will not score. Murray goes to third. He will stay put. Singleton holds at first. Then now the go-ahead run coming to the plate. And the batter is Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 3. He is the third baseman. And the Orioles are going to... They're going to make a change here. Leo Hernandez coming out of the game, and coming on to pinch hit will be John Let It Be Lowenstein, 281 average, 15 homers, 60 RBIs. It will be Rich Dower taking over at third if the game goes any further. So Rich Dower will take over at third base if the game goes any further. So John Lowenstein will pinch hit. Murray on at third, Singleton on at first. Tellman trying to get this game over. And let's see, he can pitch to... He can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. And the question is, do they want him to pitch to Lowenstein? It really doesn't matter who's on the mound. Lowenstein will hit a ball out against either arm. It doesn't matter. So Tellman's going to pitch to Lowenstein here. He does a little better against righties. So 1 out, 2-0 Brewers, top of the ninth. Tellman sets up. He will pitch. Tellman, 1-2. It's a blank. Lowenstein, 2-6. And he hits one hard to right field. That's a 2. It's a base hit. Murray will come in to score. Singleton, base runner 2, and hit to let's see, right field. So -2 is a 0. He has no chance to get to third. He'll hold at second. It's 2-1. So the run comes in on an RBI single by Lowenstein. The next batter is Sakata. He is going to bat. So right now, runners at first and second as Lowenstein gets an RBI. Now 2-1 here. Sakata's 1 for 3. So Singleton on at second, Lowenstein on at first. Tellman, he's going to pitch. Strategy rolls are back on. Nothing on the 6. Tellman, he'll go ahead and pitch. Tellman, 3-3 against a righty. It's a home run result against a righty. Sakata needs a 9. That's a 2. And ninth inning magic strikes again. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. 3-run bomb, Len Sakata. Orioles take the lead. Stadium barfs. Yeah. Tellman went ahead and pitched that one right over the plate. He pitched Len Sakata a grapefruit, and he turned that into absolute fruit salad, and it is 4-2 Orioles. For those of you wondering about Raleigh Fingers, no, he is not on the roster for this game. So Tellman goes ahead and blows it. And what a wasted job on Rick Waits. That's it for him. And the Brewers got to go to the bullpen now. And they're gonna go ahead and bring out Jim Slayton. 14 wins, 6 losses, 5 saves, a 4.33 ERA. But the Orioles go ahead and bomb one. And there's still only 1 out in this inning as they put a 4 spot here in the top of the 9th. And here's Dempsey. Slayton will pitch to Dempsey now. Still 1 out, top of the 9th. No lead is safe when you play inside pitch. Slayton, 3-3 against a righty, walk. And that is ball 4. He walks Dempsey. So he comes in and gives up the walk. Slayton had 51 of them in 83. It'll now bring up Shelby. Shelby is 0 for 3 with a walk. Dempsey on it first. Strategy rolls now are off again, but this time with the Orioles holding on to the lead. Slayton, he will pitch. 5-2 against the switch left. It's going to be a blank. Shelby, 3-4. That's a fly out the left. Taken care of there by Brewhard for out number 2. And the batter will be Ford. Ford is 0 for 4 in this game. The Milwaukee Brewers are no strangers to 9th inning magic. Does everybody remember the Yankee Brewers game in that division series? I think, if I'm correct, I think it was 1988? I think it was the 88 or 81 series where the Brewers were about to knock the Yankees out, and the Yankees scored the runs in the top of the inning. The Brewers are no stranger to being killed by 9th inning magic. Slayton will pitch. 1-2. Home run chance. And that is against the righty, 1-8. That's an 8. Against the righty, Ford needs a 7. He won't get that one, though. Ford, 6-3. He hits a deep fly ball to left field. Mark Brewhard going back for it. He's got the track near the wall. He will make the catch and finally end the inning. 4 runs, 4 hits, a walk, a 3-run bomb by Len Sakata, of all people. As the Orioles take a 4-2 lead going into the bottom of the 9th. Timeout for a position change. They got to now change it. So let's see. So now Rich Dower is at third. So timeout as I now change the scorecard. And Dower, not that good though. Dower is a 111 at third base. Singleton is a DH. And Al Bumbry is taking over. Al Bumbry is taking over for Renicky, and he is in left. So timeout there. We'll take Renicky out, and Ben Bumbry will now come in. And he is a 319 plus 1. So 319 plus 1, which means I have to change his card. So he is in left field. He is a plus 1, so -2 plus 1 -1. Bottom of the ninth inning, Orioles have a 4-2 lead as the Milwaukee bullpen just absolutely implodes. Leading off for the Brewers in the bottom of the ninth will be Jim Gantner. Stewart coming out of the game. The Orioles will now go to their closer. And that's going to be Tippy Martinez. 9 wins, 3 losses, 21 saves, a 2.35 ERA. So Tippy Martinez coming in to close. And see now if he can end the game here. The Brewers are no stranger to ninth inning magic. Jim Gantner leads off for the Brew Crew. He is 0 for 3. Tippy Martinez will go ahead and he will pitch. Martinez, 1-1, strikeout, and no, that's going to miss. Gantner, a 3-5, and he hits one to right field, but Ford is going to get to that and make the catch for out number 1. 1 out. Here's Edwards. Edwards is 0 for 3. Martinez, he will pitch. Martinez, 4-2, strikeout, 10, no. Edwards, 6-2, fly ball center field. Shelby's going to come under that, and he'll get it, and that's out number 2. And the last chance for the Brew Crew will be Paul Molitor. Molitor is 1 for 4 with a double. Fans here at County Stadium still in a state of shock, but hoping Molly can go ahead and get it done. Tippy looking in on Molly. Fans hoping Molly can get a hit. Martinez with the pitch. 3-4. That's at the park. County Stadium. 6-6. And it's a blank. Are we gonna end the game on a rare play? Rare plays, bases empty. Let's see what it is. 42. Slow roller to catcher who bobbles, then throws wild to first. Resolved by rolling against the catcher error rate once for each chance. Dempsey's error rating is a 2. That's a 7. He doesn't bobble it. He needs to roll a 2 to make an error on a throw. And he won't. So it's grounded at the plate. Picked up there by Rick Dempsey. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. The Orioles commit grand larceny and steal this game against the Brewers 4-2. Stadium barfs. Yeah. 3 up and 3 down. And these fans here cannot believe it as the Brewers lose a game they probably should have won. But the Orioles, they go ahead and get it done tonight. On a big 3-run bomb by Len Sakata. Final line score coming up. And they scored all 4 of their runs in the 9th. For the Orioles, 4 runs on 10 hits and no errors. For the Brewers, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Sammy Stewart. He's going to wind up with the win. Tom Tellman's going to take the loss. Tippy Martinez will pick up a save. The Orioles will now go to 34-27. The Brewers drop to 34-24. So a tough loss here for the Brewers. A big comeback win for the Orioles. If these two teams play each other in the playoffs, we could be seeing something interesting. We got a ways to go before we go to the playoffs, but we don't have a ways to go for a 10-minute ticker. It's coming right up. Oh, yeah, Game of the Year candidate. By the way, this does get a Game of the Year candidate. What a tough loss for the Brewers there. Tough loss. Len Sakata, of all players the Orioles have, hits the game-winning bomb. All the players Baltimore has, it's Sakata. Who would see that? It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Orioles will get the victory tonight. A 4-2 win over Milwaukee. Let's see how the rest of the league does tonight. June 15th, California at the White Sox. Angels, 8-34. That is 3. White Sox, 17-11. That's 1. That's going to be a win for the Halos. Yankees at Cleveland. Yankees, 17-15, and that is 3. Indians, 8-23. That is 2. That's a win for the Bombers. Boston at Detroit. Red Sox, 10-23. That is 3. Tigers, 21-43. And that is 6. That's a win for the Tigers. The Red Sox are beginning to fade, and they're not looking good right now. Kansas City at Minnesota. Royals, 16-42. That's 5. Twins, 10-31, and that is 3. That's a win for the Royals. Seattle at Texas. Seattle, 0-13. That's 0. Rangers, 9-26. That's 3. A win for the Rangers. Oakland at Toronto. Athletics, 11-14. That is 2. Blue Jays, 14-32. That is 4. That's a win for the Bluebirds. Braves and the Dodgers. Atlanta, 9-51. That's 5. Dodgers, 5-62. That is 6. It's a win for the Dodgers. Cubs and the Mets. Cubs, 13-11. That is 0. Mets, 6-31. And that is 3. And my Mets have a happy recap. Expos and the Pirates. Expos, 20-31. And that is 5. Pirates, 7-34. That is 3. That's a win for the Spos. Reds and the Padres. Reds, 8-66. That's 9. Padres, 15-64. That's also 9. They're going to extras. Reds roll a 1. Plus 1 is 2. Padres roll a 4. Plus 0 is 4. The Padres will win that game in extras. Astros and the Giants. Astros, 8-21. That is 2. Giants, 13-15. And that is also 2. They're going into extra innings. Both teams roll a 4. Houston's a plus 2. San Francisco's a 0. The Astros will win it in extras. Philadelphia and the Cardinals. Phillies, 10-65. That is 9. Cardinals, 6-15. That is 1. That's a win for the Fightin' Phils. On to June 16th. Yankees at Cleveland. Yankees, 12-53. That is 6. Indians, 4-41. That is 3. That's a win for the Yanks. Boston at Detroit. Red Sox, 5-53. It's 5 runs. Tigers, 13-42. That's also 5 runs. They will go to extras. Boston rolls a 3. Plus 1 is 4. Tigers roll a 5. Plus 0. That is going to be a win for the Cats. Baltimore at Milwaukee. Orioles, 8-35. That is 4. Brewers, 6-23. And that is 2. And another win for the Orioles. Here they come. Minnesota at Texas. Twins, 9-44. That is 5. Rangers, 20-43. And that's 6. A win for the Rangers. Oakland at Toronto. Athletics, 14-56. That is 7. Blue Jays, 13-63. That's 8. And that's a win for the Blue Jays. Braves and the Dodgers. Braves 656, that's going to be 6 runs. Dodgers 623, that is 2 runs. A win for the Bravos. Reds and the Padres. Reds 1033, that is 4. Padres 1431, that is also 4, and they're going to extras. Cincinnati rolls a 4, plus 1 is 5. Padres roll a 3, plus 0. This game will belong to the Reds. Astros and the Giants. Astros 1031, that is 3. Giants 912, that's 1. Another win for the Stros. June 17th, Boston at Baltimore. Red Sox 1822, that's 3. Orioles 1422, that's 3. They'll go to extras. Both teams roll a 6. Boston's a plus 1. Baltimore's a 0. The Red Sox are going to get the win. Oakland at the White Sox. Oakland 12, and that is 1. White Sox 1334, that is 4. And the White Sox get the win. Here they come. Detroit at Cleveland. We have these getting 2 tomorrow. Tigers 1942, that's 6. Indians 564, that's 7. And the Indians will get a win over the Cats. Seattle at Kansas City. Mariners 825, that is 3. Royals 1326, that is 4. The Royals are now winning a few games in a row. They're still way back, but they're trying to get back into this. It's a win for the Royals. Milwaukee and the Yankees. Brewers 916, that's 2. Yankees 1446, and that's 6. A win for the Yanks. Maybe the Brewers are starting to slump a bit. Minnesota at Texas. Twins 313, that is 0. Rangers 551, that is 4. Rangers are staying near the top of the division. They're still very much in this. California at Toronto. Angels 546, that is 4. Blue Jays 2541, and that's 6. The Blue Jays will get the win. Reds and the Dodgers. Reds 033, that is 2. Dodgers 142, and that's 3. And the Dodgers get the win. Mets and the Expos. Mets 154, and that's 4. Expos 751, and that is 5. And the Expos will get the win on the Mets. No happy recap there. Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. Phillies 633, and that is 3. Pirates 143, and that is also 3. They're going to extras. Phillies roll a 1 plus 0. Pirates roll a 5 plus 0. Raise the Jolly Roger. Astros and the Friars. Astros 736, that is 4. Padres 451, that's 5. A win for the Fathers. Braves and the Giants. Braves 636, that's 3. Giants 612, that's 0. A win for the Bravos. Cubs and the Cardinals. Cubs 1326, and that is 4. Cardinals 1141, that is also 4. They're going into extras. Cubs roll a 5, minus 2 is 3. Cardinals roll a 4, plus 0 is 4, and that will be a win for the Redbirds in extras. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be June 18th. We will be at Cleveland Stadium, the Mistake by the Lake, as the Detroit Tigers take on the Cleveland Indians. Milt Wilcox will be going for the Tigers, and Rick Sutcliffe will be going for the Indians. Could be a good matchup tomorrow night. The Tigers and the Indians. Good play game in the AL East. Wilcox, Sutcliffe, Detroit and Cleveland. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. I think this game deserved it. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Baltimore Orioles go ahead and steal the crown jewels from the Milwaukee Brewers in the 9th inning and get away with it. Baltimore wins the game 4-2. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.